con los rompe discoteca.
Tú quieres duro. Tú quieres duro. Tú quieres duro. Tú quieres duro. Tú quieres duro.
Hoy te demostramos que somos los nuevos jefes del underground.
Dale duro y dale más duro.
It is high, it is far, it is gone.
Los verdaderos. Vamos pa' la calle.
Mixing live straight from New York City.
How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to another episode of Don Yankee con el Bori, brought to you by NYYNEWS. I'm Roberto Ruiz, aka Don Sicario. Welcome back, folks. Let's talk a little bit about the New York Yankees. Aaron Judge might have a broken toe. You heard that correctly. Aaron Judge might have a broken toe. During the series against the Los Angeles Dodgers, running for a ball in the outfield, Aaron Judge ran into the wall, into the fence, or whatever the hell that is in Dodger Stadium. At the bottom, there's a big section with some cement on it. I think he hit that. He might have a broken toe. They're waiting to give some x-rays or get some work done, but at this moment, we do not know what's going to happen. I'm expecting the worst, like I always do. So he might be out for a bit. Hopefully it's nothing, but Aaron Judge doing Aaron Judge things. I mean, he's so big, he broke the damn fence over there. They're saying that's part of the wall, but it looked like one of those fences that you open up so the bullpen or whoever could come through. But he broke through that thing. So let's talk a little bit about the players that have returned from the IL. Excuse me, not the DL. From the IL. Josh Donaldson and Giancarlo Stanton. Josh Donaldson with 2 home runs in one of those games back. He is back. Josh Donaldson is back. Or is he? I don't know. I'm hoping Mr. Bringer of Rain actually comes back and brings the rain because this team can use it. This Yankees team is looking for some big bats. Something that the rookies can't always do. What a lot of fans are expecting the rookies to do.
Damn,
we need
son.
these veterans to come around and kind of balance out the lineup. So with Josh Donaldson back and his great defense at third, I'm wishing, like how I said in my other videos, I'm hoping Josh Donaldson actually brings something to the table. Because I don't think this brass is going to hold on any longer to him. You see what they did to Aaron Hicks? They released him. They gave him the boot.
Damn,
So
son.
if Josh Donaldson comes back and he does not produce, goodbye, my friend. Bring her rain. You're going to bring that elsewhere because I think they'll release him. Peraza right now is itching to make it up here. He's killing it in the minor leagues right now. So Josh Donaldson, you're on the clock, my friend. Giancarlo Stanton, Big G. Both Big G and Josh Donaldson came in and made a bang. They both hit home runs during the game. So good for Stan. I hope he's back healthy, and I hope he can contribute to this lineup because a healthy Stanton, we all know what he can do. With Aaron Judge out, because he might miss some time. If he's out, we're going to need these guys to come through. We're going to definitely need Stan to come through and do what Big G does best, and that's mash. So we got a series against the White Sox starting today. Matter of fact, what time is it? It's starting in a few minutes. Let's see what we can do. This might be a potential team. Like I said before, we could probably get some guys off of them. We got Giolito hitting the mound for the White Sox today. And we have Clark Schmidt on the mound for the New York Yankees. So last time around, he did pretty well. Let's see if he can repeat that today. So the White Sox have some guys, man. Keep a lookout. But anyways, moving on. Luis Severino. He got shelled by the Dodgers. First inning, I think they scored about 6 runs on him. A few home runs. He did not look well. He looked uncomfortable. His fastball was flat. Everything he was throwing was flat. Either meatballs or he just wasn't controlling anything. So I hope it's not that he's injured because if he's healthy, we know he can find it. He can figure it out and he could be the ace that he is. But if he's injured, that's not going to look good. And it's not good for this team because this is his walk year. This is the year that he had to show what he's about to get a big contract. Let's be honest. And I don't think the Yankees are going to do it. So I'm hoping for the kid's sake It's just a few mechanical issues because he has been rusty. This is his second, third outing since coming back from the IL? I could be wrong, but speaking of the IL, Nestor Cortez, he was scratched. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with him. I don't know if he's hurt or if he's just a day off. I don't know what's going on, but he's not pitching. Unless they reported something that he's hurt or whatnot, I'll let you guys know. But from right now, from this point, I don't know what's going on. But he's not in the rotation. So that might be another injury, of course. But again, we're going to stay positive this season. We're going to try to stay positive, and we're not going to panic. So hopefully Cortez, they can figure that out, and he's not out too long. But speaking of somebody that hasn't been on too long, is Anthony Volpe, the golden boy Anthony Volpe of the New York Yankees. A lot of fans, a lot of content creators, a lot of media heads were upset with Anthony Volpe for a while, questioning whether or not they should bring him back down to the minors to kind of get his thing going. He's been coming clutch on big situations. In certain games, he does come through for us. But let's be honest, he does have a low batting average. His numbers are a little But Volpe comes through. Volpe walked it off for us. He gave you a big F you to the haters, saying that he should be brought down. The Yankees are not going to bring him down. He's up. He's whatever issues he's having, growing pains, he's going to have to figure it out in the majors. They did not pass on all of these big-time superstar shortstops just to have our top prospect go back down mid-season. It's not going to happen. He's going to have to figure it out. And I've heard other people say it too. Like, they don't think he's going to be brought back down. And if they do, that's not going to look good, because the Yankees could have gotten a bunch of shortstop all-stars. And they passed on that. They passed on that because we have Anthony Volpe, we have Peraza, we got some shortstops, we got some infielders in the minor league system right now that can easily come up and do the job. So I think they need to leave him alone, let him do his thing, let him figure it out. He's a rookie. What are we complaining about? We put up with Aaron Hicks and all these other veterans for years doing nothing. Terrible defense, terrible at-bats, and we're going to sit here and fry the youngin because he's struggling a little bit. Stop. Get out of here. Matter of fact, let's talk about the deadline real quick. Like I just said, we're going to go against the White Sox. Potential trade partners, I don't know. But the deadline's coming up. This is a very important trade deadline for the New York Yankees. Brian Cashman, I guarantee you, he's in that war room right now with all his soldiers, and they're going over it. What are they going to do? I'm sure on that board that they have up there, they must have so many pins right now on certain players, because this is a very important deadline. Depending on what they do, this deadline determines how far we get into the postseason. Let's be honest. If Brian Cashman doesn't come and address the holes that we have right now, we're not going to make it far.
Damn,
it's very important. These deadlines are very important. It doesn't even have to be superstars. It doesn't even have to be them trying to acquire some superstars. It just matters which players that are going to mesh well with this team. They have to be very smart moves. Brian Cashman wants to be known as one of the smartest GMs in the game. Okay, let's see what you got. Let's see what you're going to do this deadline. Because we still need a left fielder. We still need some key guys. Our bullpen could use a closer. Technically, we have a closer, but we don't have a closer. We could use an arm in the rotation just in case some of these guys are still hurt. Our left field situation is still up for grabs. So let's see what happens. We got some minor leaguers right now that are either play them or trade them. Peraza right now is the perfect example. They're treating him weird. They're either going to bring him up or they're going to trade him. Do something. If Josh Donaldson doesn't produce, release him and bring up Peraza. Let Peraza do the job. Because if anything, if they're just looking for somebody with defense, Peraza has it. Peraza could play he could play third, he could play shortstop, he could play second, whichever position they need him to do. But I don't think they're going to move Volpe out of shortstop. So they need to figure something out, though, because right now, as is, the team is good, but we all know how everything turns out during the postseason. We need to solidify some bats, get some contact hitters, get some guys that can hit. Because in the postseason, we're going against the top pitchers. And every time we come to the postseason, the same thing happens with the bats. They die out. Our pitching always comes through, but the bats always die out. So I've seen a lot of different names pop up in a lot of different content creators, a lot of different media sources. They're talking about a lot of these, and they're creative moves. They're creative trade scenarios for some of these bats. I'm talking about some position players, not the rotation or bullpen. So we're going to wait and see what happens. I'm hoping for the best. Let's hope that nothing is really wrong with Aaron Judge and he could come back healthy, because Lord knows when Aaron Judge is healthy, this team rolls. Last time Aaron Judge was out for a 12, 11 games, something like that. The splits were bad. You know, this team without Aaron Judge, they struggle. So, but hopefully this time around, we do have Giancarlo Stanton. So Big G, I think, can hold it down. But let's see what happens. Hopefully next time I come back on, we have some better news. Follow me on TikTok, Don Yankee 1. On Twitter, Don Sicario 1. Hit up the NYY News channel on YouTube. Subscribe, leave a like, give your opinions. Because at the end of the day, your opinions matter. Don't let none of these cornballs tell you that your opinions don't matter. Because without us, these teams are playing in an empty Mickey Mouse Stadium. So go on Twitter. Go to NYY News. Hit up the shop. There's a bunch of good merch. Get yourself some merch. Show some love, show some support, gift yourself, treat yourself. But at the end of the day, remember, hold it down.
Mixing live straight from New York City.